saw a game in Congo and I was very infuriated ati juu wamegongwa ati wanararua viti. That one is barbaric and it is very barbaric in these times we are living. Hawezi katoa ati vitu juu umekasirika. And that is what is happening in KPA. Ndio unaona watu waendagi hizo game, utaenda aje na demu yako kwa game? Alafu kuanza kutishwa tear gas hai bwana.
Badi anatoroka.
How can you tear gas a body?
Sio maandamano.
Yeah, good one. Asante sana Jose. So let me give Mzalendo mic atuambie why does he think the Kenyan fans gravitate more towards the foreign leagues rather than the local?
You
Hello, Mzalendo.
So you can't hear me? Oh, sorry, my mic was off. Thank you very much, Alex, and everybody who has contributed to this topic. I think you are all on point. Every other detail of how we should improve our league, you've captured it. I've written many articles about improving the Kenyan soccer, and you've narrowed it to very simple basics: marketing. Marketing of the league is one of the most important things that clubs should do. But there is also a big problem. How do we market teams that cannot sustain themselves financially? So apart from just marketing them, these teams are struggling to pay players allowances and salaries. People are not turning up for the matches. People are not turning up for the matches. These things started way back in, I think it started way back in the 90s. The 90s is when we lost the fan base of most of the clubs. And one, because of violence, you just mentioned it. Some clubs, when they play after the game, there is a bit of violence. They don't take this as a sport. They take it like a community fighting against another community. You guys might be very young. In the Kenyan league, we used to have teams from other regions. Like in Central, we had a team from Central Province called Akati. We had a team from Embu and representing the people of Embu and Meru called Mafuko Bombas. We had a team in Eldoret representing the people in the Rift called Rivertex. It was based on the textile industry around that place. In Western, we had a team. We had two teams. We had Mumias and Zoia sugar companies having a team that comes from that region. And we had in Kisumu, we had Kisumu All Stars coming from that region. And again, we had a team called Reunion. Some of these teams died. Reunion died because of finances. It could not compete in the league anymore. Although it is struggling to come to the National League, it's still at the bottom there. The last time it participated was a long time ago. In places like Isli, we had Isli Sportive that one time won the Moi Golden, a team that never played in the National League, came from the nationwide league and beat other big teams in the Premier League, in the KPL league, and won the league and won the Moi Golden Cup. So these teams were rooted in the community, and the community used to support them. So if you have teams that are community based, other than companies, if you have companies like like Kenya Breweries needs to invest on marketing, because this is a company-based team and not a community-based team. And if it was a community-based team based in Ruaraka, where they have their brewing plant, they need to support the community around there, build schools and everything else, participate in a lot of community work and tell them, hey, we have a club called Tusker, enroll to be a member of this club. So you'll find that if my children So my Gor Mahia card, I would have enrolled them to be life members of Gor Mahia football team. Just like in England, the seat that your grandfather was sitting while he was supporting Liverpool is the same seat that you will sit on your grandchildren while you are gone. And remember that this is the seat that my father sat on while watching this favorite team that we all supported in the family. So that is how football has come a long way in these developed countries. But in countries that are still developing their football, they need to find a community-based kind of support that involves the community around them. Teams like Mathare United, they come from the slums around there. The Mathare has produced very, very good players. People like Matthew Otomax, people like who else? Jared Uchieng, people like the Mulamas. You know, these are guys who came from Madari, and they were brought up by Maisa. And Bob Munro brought up a club that is community based, and nurtured that talent from the community. So the community around Badare really supported that team. And if you watched a game, I don't know how many of you were here, were still around or were in the factory. Did you ever watch Utalii FC play Madare United? Whoever watched Utalii, anybody, or you are not born yet? I think
Maybe
Aleki,
Jose.
Kinamelo, all of you are not born yet. But there was a
Nimeona
team.
game bwana Mzalendo ya utalii.
Oh, Jose wewe uliona
Yeah,
game.
Jose.
So ungeona game ya Utalii na Mathare, hiyo ilikuwa ni dabi.
Mathare
Yaani
ilikuwa moto bwana. Alafu utalii
hiyo Utalii pia ilikuwa ni ingine. So those are the
ilikuwa
days, those were community based. Na unajua Maisa na Utalii ziko karibu hapo tu, yani ni kama I think it's almost hata ifiki hata kilomita kama 3 ama 2. Maisa na mali Utalii iko ni karibu sana. So when these teams met kwa game, most of the players who were drawn from Utalii also came from the community ya Mathare. Unanielewa? So that rivalry iko. When you go now international, somebody like Kanu who played for the Nigerian national team. Kanu comes from the Kano Plains in Nigeria. So ukienda hiyo area, if it is Aleki who comes from Kisii region, when you go to the stadium, you are representing the people of Kisii. They look at you like, yani huyu jamaa ni jamaa wetu anatu represent. So you play not only for your country, but you also play for your community. They look upon you. If you look at people like Adebayo and everybody else, if you look at this sensational Liverpool striker, huyu alienda huku Arabuni,
Sadio Mane.
Sadio Mane. Look at how he came up. It was a community that brought him up to where he is. And when he became who he is, he started now giving back to the community, building the stadiums that are needed. Now, this government has got a responsibility to build more stadiums, and the county government has got also a budget. All these counties, the 47 counties in Kenya, their budget for sports ran to almost 500 million. I can challenge any county official in Kenya today. Tell us how much you have invested in the 400 million or 300 million that you're putting in the sports each and every year, and the youths in your county are not benefiting from that kind of money that is put in the clubs. It is put in by the leaders of the county assembly for the benefit of the youth, but they end up in people's pockets. So we need to nurture these talents at grassroots. let me tell you, it will be very, very difficult to teach Jalala, for example, or Boni how to play football right now. It's very, very difficult because one, football is a curriculum. It is something that should be taught at a certain age. You need to start by at least by the age of 8 years going onwards. You know how, like in school, you are taught A, B, C, D. You are taught how to write each and every state. Football is like that. You are taught how to pass the ball. You are taught how to react. You are taught how to run. You are taught you are taught the attitudes of the game. So that is what football is all about. So if it is not taught as a curriculum in our schools or in the pitch or at the foundation level in some of the clubs like Mike, who has got a club that he runs, he knows very well that this is something that I need to teach. This is something that we are taught by FIFA, that this is a curriculum. If you watch the Liverpool scouts when the Liverpool training, I don't know how Liverpool had got a program that they were doing with the Standard Chartered Bank, that they used to come to Kenya to showcase what they do to the young people when they are teaching them. It is a
Yeah,
curriculum.
and I think Alex hajaiona I saw that one because we had a one
How you
community. We had one
yes.
That one.
community.
Ile
We
yenye
had a
kenye
team
kenye
community
Dalglish
ilikuwa
Nilienda hiyo ya
alikuja
inaitwa
Liverpool.
Yeah?
tulikuwa na community team
Nilienda
ilikuwa
hiyo
inaitwa
training ya Liverpool.
yeah, me even I was there when they came for there was a team we had
Kenny
called
Dalglish
Kashibo.
alikuja
So
Kenya
hizo
Mzalendo.
eh?
Dalglish alikuja Kenya ama? Ian Rush.
Yeah, I was there. Ilikuwa Nyayo. I think I was there personally. Mi nilikuwa huko, hata I think Melo was there. So this is a curriculum and you are taught even how to run. Wewe unaweza kuwa unajua ball, unajua na hata kukimbia ukimbii. Unapigia kama dem. Unajua? Unakimbia kama mkono umeweka. Unakimbia
Tujana
kama
wanacheka
mkono
nini?
umeweka kama like a bird. Hmm? You are running with your hands all over everywhere. Unaona? So
Najua Boni
una mbio
anachezanga
lakini
ball hivyo.
eh? So
Hivyo ndo Boni ucheza.
so unaona Boni is like Boni bado tu anashanga hizi vitu zote nazijuaje. He still wondering hizi vitu zote zilifanyika Kenya. Zilifanyika. Football used to be football in Kenya. It used to be a place where you would spend your part time. Ingekuwa